Hello students, welcome to ArtBeat short-term course sessions. So in this session, we're going to learn about landscapes. So for that, we are going to use a pencil, eraser and a sharpener. And also we need a cup of water, waste cloth and our brushes as usual. We have a flat brush, a round brush of number 2 and number 1 and 000 brush for the fine details. Also, I have kept all my acrylic paints, so you can see the white paint, the black and the yellow and the red acrylic paint. And then I have taken cadmium orange acrylic paint and the turquoise acrylic paint. And we have a blue acrylic paint. Any blue is fine, shade is not important. And we have a lemon yellow and a yellow ochre paint, and we have a cadmium red and vermilion hue. So vermilion hue is nothing but a red color, and we also have a brown and a green color. So if you don't find any of these colors, definitely you can use an alternative color. If you have only one yellow color, definitely you can make that into different shades. So while coloring, I'll teach you how you can make just one yellow color into different yellow shades. Okay. So now I have already masked the tape around the canvas sheet. It is actually not a sheet, it is a canvas cloth which we will get in a canvas pad. Okay, so I'm just using that and I have masked around all the tapes around it. And then I'm making a sketch. So first what I have made is a horizon line. So I have divided the part of the sky and the land, and I have made a road pathway. Then now I'm drawing a tree. In landscapes, we have to concentrate mainly on the horizon line and the pathways and the vanishing point and the trees, the textures, the colors, and we have to concentrate on blending. We have to concentrate on gradient shades. So there are lots of things. So as we start painting, definitely we'll get to know about it. I'm making more trees towards my right hand side as well. Now you can see our basic sketch is done. So our sketch is done now. Now we will not touch the pencil. We'll take our brush, wash the brush nice and neat. Now we'll take our paint. What all colors we need? We need our blue color. Take your blue color in your palette. And I'm taking some of the white paint as well. If you have a palette knife, it is always good to use a palette knife. Now I'm just taking a pinch of blue and I'm mixing it with white. See, can you see the consistency of the color? Do not mix too much of water. It is really bad for acrylics. But yes, of course, we have to use the water, but not too much. And I'm applying light blue for the background. I'm using a flat brush of number 6 to apply the blue paint for the sky. I'm mixing some white as well and I'm applying it flatly from left to right. Just using only one direction to apply it. Do not use a different directions as we can get some patches, and I'll be doing it till the horizon line. If you feel that somewhere it is too dark, definitely you can mix more white paint and then you can apply on top of it. Okay, so I'm painting it till the horizon line and the pathway as well. See, now I have completed painting it, and now we will take our light blue color again and I'm just touching the water. If you can see that, I just touched the tip of the brush inside water. I didn't dip the brush. Okay, I'm just giving the darker blue shade towards my left hand side, which is next to the tree. I just dipped the tip of the brush in the water and I'm just spreading it out. Be careful while in the edges, we don't want any colors to get mixed. I'm using more white paint on top of it to blend the colors. I have just fast forwarded this part. As we can see, it is just blending the colors and I'll be explaining it to you. If you feel it a bit faster, please pause the video and complete the step, and then you can unpause it and then you can complete your artwork. So I am just giving the blending of the dark blue and the light blue here over the edges. It has to be nice and neat. Make sure that it is not getting spread even on the grass part or any other parts. Okay, so now it has got nicely blended in, and even in the right side I have done the same thing. So in the right side, what I have done is I have done it in a shape of a tree or the bush. So now as you can see, I have taken my round brush and I'm just dabbing it. I hope you all know about the dabbing technique by now. So I'm just using a dabbing technique and I'm dabbing the brush. I'm using a red paint and dabbing the brush. Please see, observe how I'm holding the brush. It is always important to even learn how to hold the brush. And now what I'm doing is I'm taking a darker red color and I'm dabbing it again. So this creates the layer of the lighter and the darker leaves. So it is important in a landscape to create the lighter shade and the darker shade and the shadows, everything. So remember this step. So we have dabbed the tree first in the light red color and then in the dark red color. And I have just made some red patches on the ground, and now I'm using yellow color, that is a golden yellow, which I'm applying. Make sure the blue is dried or else the yellow and blue gets mixed and you will get a green color, which is not good. So even yellow I am dabbing it, and now I just washed my brush and I'm even dabbing it on the righter part with the red. I'm mixing both the colors. So that doesn't mean that I'm doing orange. I'm just applying yellow leaves on top of the red leaves. So we want both yellow and red color for this tree. Please observe how I am holding the brush and use only the tip of the brush for dabbing, not the whole brush. And now I'm applying the yellow even next to the red. So this creates the ground, the pathway where we can walk. Now I'm using the green color. Actually, it is a sap green color to be specific. And I'm creating the grasses on the ground. I'm applying it flat and neat. And at the edges, I'm using the dabbing technique again because it should appear like a grass. It should not be a flat wash. So it should appear like a grass. So I'm using a dabbing technique in the edges. I'm even doing that towards my right hand side. And now I'm using the sap green and using the same dabbing technique towards my left hand side tree. Just dabbing the green color now. Again, I'm repeating you the same thing. You have to use the tip of the brush when you're dabbing. Many people misses this out and the dabbing will not come perfect and you will not get the perfect leaf shape. Please be careful while doing this technique, and if possible you can try it on a rough paper and then you can do it on your main canvas. I'm making up the pathway. Wash your brush nice and neat, because in case if there is some other color which is staying in the brush and if you take another color it gets mixed and completely it will be giving you a different look. So now I have taken a bit of black and white, taking the white color as well now. I'm getting a gray shade. Can you see that? It's a gray shade. So I've taken a pinch of blue and a black and white as well. I have got a gray shade, a different gray shade which I'll be applying only in some lines wherever it is required and necessary. As you can see, I'm just going above the horizon line with that gray shade. I'm just diluting the paint. And now what I'm doing is I'm lifting off the paint because I felt it is too much. Yeah, we don't want too much of gray paint over there. So I just lifted off the paint with the wet cloth. Now I'm taking the smaller number brush. You can take a 1 number brush, or even you can use a 0 number round brush. I'm taking the brown color. Obviously it is for the tree branches. Taking a pinch of brown. Use only the tip of the brush and draw a very thin line. It has to be like this. Make sure it is very thin. It should not be thick. So always I suggest you to use a thin brush. I just dipped a bit of water in the tip of the brush. Now I have applied the branches. Can you see I have done the tree and the branches all over? Isn't it looking good? So now it's time to reveal our painting. So let's remove the masking tape and reveal our painting. Wow, that's really looking beautiful, isn't it? We'll practice this again and again. I have used a canvas cloth here. If you can see, we can see those threads and all which is coming out. You can even use a canvas pad, that is a canvas board, or you can use a canvas booklet, which is also okay. But never use a paper for acrylic painting. Let's practice this again and again. And remember, art is always a good start. See you in the next session, guys. Bye bye.